The ruler is very useful for working with columns. It's a global option which you can toggle using the View menu, or there's a button on the Format bar which I'll open now. This button toggles the ruler for all windows, but how it works for a particular file can depend on your current file's display options. For example, you can have different ruler settings for separate hex and decimal rulers. The ruler that is displayed depends on whether addresses are shown in hex or in decimal. There are always these small lines called ticks between columns, but you can set how often the larger ticks are displayed and how often numbers are displayed in the options dialog. I'll just go to the workspace display page. So I'm displaying the decimal ruler at the moment, so if we change the ticks to 3, click apply, we can see that the large tick setting has changed to 3, and we can also change the numbers, make it 15, or change it to 5. If numbers are displayed for every column, then only a single digit is displayed at the top of each column. The offsets are all zero based, so you can work out the address of a byte by adding its column number to the address on the left. This is useful for people who are used to working with zero-based systems such as C and assembler programmers. I don't really understand it, but some people prefer one-based addresses. This is an option you can set in the File Options page. And while I'm in this page, I may as well switch to hex addresses so we can try the hex ruler. I'll turn off decimal addresses and I'll set addresses to start at 0 again. Oh, you might notice this shortcut button which takes me back to the global display options. A nice tidy display for the hex ruler uses a column grouping of 4 and say large ticks every 8. Another option for the ruler is the display of the current cursor and mouse position in the ruler. Actually, this option also turns on the same display in the address bar even if the ruler is off. As you can see, as I move the mouse around, the current byte is highlighted in the address bar and the ruler. Similarly, if I move the cursor around, finally, the ruler has these handles which are similar to what I think are called markers in the word ruler. These allow you to very easily adjust some of the display options. For example, I can adjust the column grouping by dragging this marker. If you hold the mouse over a marker, a tip window displays showing the current setting. This is very useful for working with fixed size records to check that the number of columns is correct. The columns handle is red in auto fit mode, but you can still drag it. Of course, undo works with all these options as well. You can drag the offset handle right to increase the offset of the starter file, or you can drag it left once it wraps around to the end of line. One final note is that all the colours used in the ruler are settable in the current colour scheme. I'll explain more about colour schemes in the next video.